Hello everyone, it's Sunny. How you doing? I'm back to you because I've done my research on the norovirus and how we can prevent it. Like I said in my earlier videos about this virus, it's now double the amount of what's been recorded in history. From January through June of 2023, there have been more cases of norovirus in the first 6 months than any full year in history. So it really is outbreaks on all the ships. It doesn't matter if it's Viking or MSC or any of the top ships, Carnival, Princess, all of them have had cases because we have thousands of us all congregated into one small space when there's thousands of people. So the likelihood of one ship versus another getting it, it just all depends on how clean everybody is going to be and how much they're cleaning the ship and how much you're taking care of yourself. Now, the way people get it is through contaminated food, contaminated water, or touching somebody who has had the virus and then touching your eyes or your mouth, or touching surfaces of people that have touched it that have had norovirus, and then you have touched those surfaces and touched your eyes or your mouth. And that's how you get it. And so you can see how easy it is when you're touching all the railings and the buttons on the elevator, all those things, you are potentially getting those germs. And if you touch your eyes or your mouth, then you're going to have it. And you don't know that you have it until the second or third day of being infected. And so you could be spreading it all over the ship, and others could be too, not even knowing that they have it. If you do end up having it, you're going to have to quarantine on the ship for the entire time that you have the illness, plus another day or two, because there's a chance that you're still going to be having diarrhea and some of the side effects, and you're not going to really feel like eating normally yet. You don't want to ruin your vacation for this. So, just like our moms taught us, we have to keep clean. Now, the ships are going constantly around cleaning the surfaces that we're all going to be touching with other thousands of other people, like the elevators, the rails, the utensils we use at the buffets. But if you want to be extra careful, besides doing the disinfectant on your hands and also washing your hands at all the wash stations plus in your own room, then the best thing to do when you go to eat the food at the buffet is that you wear gloves, that you wear those really thin gloves, like surgical gloves, so that you are not touching those same utensils that everybody else is touching who might be infected. And that's one of the main ways people are getting it. As far as touching the rails and all the other things that we're all doing, like the tables and sitting on the chairs, then make sure you're using all of the stations around you, plus the disinfectant and all of the water washing stations. Use them constantly and make sure you're trying to not touch your eyes and your face unless you constantly use the disinfectant or washing your hands. So if we follow what Mom says, then we should be able to prevent it. But really take care at the buffet stations because we're all touching those utensils. Everybody is serving themselves. And so my boyfriend and I are going to be using gloves on our future cruises. We have 2 more cruises this year. And a lot of people, I've even talked to one woman who says she takes her own serving utensils because she's that worried. And the thing is that it lasts, for somebody who's healthy, it lasts 3 to 4 days. For someone that's unhealthy or young or elderly, it could be really, really dangerous. And you've got to keep yourself hydrated. Pedialyte and all the different hydration drinks, you're going to need to have a lot of them. When you're in quarantine, the kitchen will be bringing you any kind of food you want, and you're going to want to eat food that you can digest easily. Rice, cereal, pasta, things that really are easy, bananas, and will not hurt your stomach. Most of the time, though, you're so violently ill with diarrhea and vomit and headaches and chills that you don't feel like eating anything. If that's the case, I can totally get that, but make sure you are hydrating, and the kitchen will bring you as much water and everything that you need. Plus, the medical staff on the ship will bring you things to help alleviate the symptoms. Remember, it's a virus that does not have a pill that can cure it. All you can do is go after the symptoms and make them as less horrible as possible. Like you saw in the videos that I've shown before with the passenger who told you his experience, basically his whole week on that Caribbean cruise was pretty much wiped out because he was down for 5 days and quarantined. Because once you have this and you're quarantined, they're going to come in and clear your room out and clean it out really, really good disinfectant, and you cannot leave because you are going to infect other people. And you're not even going to want to feel like leaving because you're so, so sick. So stay dehydrated. Stay hydrated. The other thing you need to know is that the ship will help you. They have all the different medications to help you with each of the symptoms, whether it's chills, headache, help you with the hurting stomach, the vomiting, the diarrhea. They will help you with all of those symptoms. And so at least with this person on Princess, and I've heard from other ships too, they can take care of this to help you take care of it so that you don't feel quite as horrible. But it can be very dangerous for the elderly or for the young, so you want to make sure and stay hydrated and get them the medical attention they need. Sometimes it just simply won't be enough to have the medical staff on a ship. You've got to stay safe. And they will call you each day to see how you and your loved ones are doing that are in your same cabin, because the chances of everybody in your cabin, your family and friends, getting sick too is very, very high. So let's stay clean, let's use all those stations and have a wonderful cruise. Like I said, we're taking gloves. Perhaps that's one of the best things, especially at the food station. We're not going to wear gloves all over the ship because we're just going to keep washing our hands and using disinfectant. But when it comes to using the utensils at the buffet, absolutely we're going to have gloves because everyone's touching those and who knows if they're infected or not. And you certainly don't want to ruin your entire cruise. Let's say you have a week-long cruise and then it's gone. So let's take care of ourselves so that we can really have fun on the cruises. Over and out. See you next time.